All right. Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. Thanks so much for jumping in. Got everybody jumping in here. This is super cool. Thank you, everybody. Hey, everyone. Thanks for jumping in. Our weekly training call. Mr. Jared Holmes. Nice to see you, mate. Hey, Mark. How are we going, guys? Nick's in the house. Sally's here. Hey, Sally. Great to see you. Shaz is in the house as well. Leo's in the house. Warren's here. Miles is here. Fantastic. Fantastic. Hey, guys. Thank you so much. Great to see everyone. Thanks for jumping in. So Benji's joining as well. Very, very cool. Who else have we got here? Linus is jumping in. Very cool. Awesome. I think Johan's going to be joining us in just a second and Kyle jumping in the room as well. So we'll just let everybody jump in. Hey, Nick. Love the Star Trek background. Very cool. Great to have you with us. All right. Ken Dro's in the house. Cool. Awesome. Everybody jumping in. Mr. Johan's here. Hey, bud. Thank you
Hey,
so much for jumping
what's
in.
up?
How you
Thank you,
doing, man?
everybody. I'm
Good to see you.
pumped.
Good to see
I'm
you.
excited. I'm sitting here. I was just talking to the team and saying, where did January go? I want it back. Like, what happened?
I
How's it the
literally said that
24th
to my
already?
wife at the end of yesterday. I was like, how is it like 11 o'clock at night? I don't even know what happened to the day. And that's happening for the whole month. Do you know what's dangerous though, Johan, is that we're going to get to December and we'll be saying the same thing. Where did 2025 go? We have to like some of the
I, I was,
this is a little personal one. Like for me, my whole mission in life is living life on purpose, right? Helping other people live life deliberately and on purpose. And talking about, time going so quick, guys, we've got to be purposeful about, right, today, this, tomorrow, that, this week. Anthony Robbins says, we completely overestimate what we can do in a day, but we completely underestimate what we can do in a month or a year. And so doing it purposefully is the right way to go. Cool. So, hey guys, what do we got? Friday morning here in Australia, Thursday evening. It is the 23rd of January as we're popping this through. Fantastic to see everybody. Hey, Dia's in the house. GHL Tinkerbell from Philippines. Amazing to see you. So great to see you at in Dallas as well. Dia, great to have you here. All right, team. So today on our call, guys, again, for those who don't know, we've got the events calendar inside of your community.whitelabelsuite.com so you know when all of our training is. But this time slot every single week is our training time. We have a combination of Q&As where we just open up the floor and you guys can ask questions. We have hot seats where we literally go around the room and say, okay, tell me about your business. What's going on? Where are you stuck? We have guest speakers, some of the best from around the world, coming in and talking about their areas of expertise. And we have product knowledge and training. And today's call is that one. It's product knowledge and training. So we are going to be running through getting started with White Label Suite. All right. How to get started with White Label Suite. Benji Huntsman, great to see you, bud. Thanks for jumping in and switching the camera on. How to get started with White Label Suite. Now, for a lot of our people on the call, people like Amy and Ken, all right, people like our enterprise clients, like Sarah Sheik, who's here, people like Jack, people like Sally Curtis, the
Sally.
amazing Sally Curtis, some of our enterprise clients. What I what I'm hesitant about is confusing the heck out of you guys. Our enterprise clients, a lot of this stuff we do for you. Okay. The reason we're doing today's training is we've just had a massive influx of new white label suite clients come in over the last couple of weeks. So today is all about welcome to White Label Suite. Let's help you get set up. White Label Suite has always been about empowering entrepreneurs to create something great for themselves, right? Our enterprise level customers, we do a lot of the setup, the work, and the plugging stuff together to make sure that the Christmas lights work at the end of the year. We do a lot of that for you for enterprise clients, right? But if you're not on enterprise, that doesn't mean you're at any less of a disadvantage. As the greats say, you pay with time or you pay with money, right? The enterprise clients pay with money, and they get it. Everybody else, you need to put in the time to make it work, right? You need to untangle the Christmas lights yourself to get it plugged in. So today is about giving you, I hope, a couple of shortcuts to untangling the Christmas lights and getting them all up and running and plugged in and working. What do I mean by that? Stop with the analogies. What I mean is you've invested in a system. That system is designed to give you a product under your own brand to sell. Woohoo! How many you sell, how much you sell, and how easy it is to sell is what we're here to help you with. Okay. So the goal of this call is to help understand, right, I own White Label Suite. What do I do next? How do I set it up? What do I need to do? What does that button do? I want to give you guys as much as I can as an overview. All right. So this is designed to be, I just bought it. I need to get it set up. Help me get it sorted and underway. Now, if you've got specific questions, please drop them into the chat. Hey, Leo, I didn't shout you out there as a enterprise client as well. Leo, you count in that space as well. Thanks, man. So please drop them in the chat. Yes, Sally, definitely. Community.whitelabelsuite.com. Let me share my screen and come across there because that's a really great place to start. And we will jump in on community.whitelabelsuite.com. So here we go. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. Right now it's a big white screen, but GHL should load us up pretty quick. All right, there we go. Thank you, honey, for bringing me a cup of tea. Right, so community.whitelabelsuite.com. There's a whole bunch of things in here. Everybody that becomes a member of White Label Suite is automatically an affiliate. We also have a 30% recurring affiliate commission there, so you can check your affiliate earnings. You can manage your subscription with us. But this one, the Take a Course one, when you first log in, you will see all of the training that we've got here. Okay, so all of that training's there. And a lot of the snapshots and things that we talk about today in the call, you'll be able to find here. So again, you're in community, you've gone to courses, and you'll find all of our weekly trainings and Q&A calls are here. We've got workshops that we've run before. We've got toolkits that you can use. This one, the White Label Suite Setup, Sales, and Service, that's where you'll find everything we talk about today with snapshots, etc. There's challenges that you can go through. Everything is here. This one, the 4-bot build customized training, is only free for a very short amount more time. Get in and have a look at it if you want to. How to build that kind of end-to-end selling system and be a fulfillment person who can do that. That is there. So that is here. And to get all of our events and things like that, you can go to communities. So I went up into the top right-hand corner and I clicked on those 9 dots in a row there. And I'm here in the communities section. In communities, we have threads. Now, guys, I know GHL are getting better at this, but the chat component of communities doesn't work as well as something like Facebook. And again, I know that GHL are coming through. Don't use it for support. Use it for conversation. Use it for ideas and threads. If you need support.whitelabelsuite.com will get you there. But you can come in here and find conversation threads that have been started. And up the top, again, you can go to the learning section. You can get all of the courses there as well. You can hit the members area. And this is the one that I just mentioned, the events. So you'll see the events piece there, be able to jump in and see any of the events that we've got coming up, including training. But training here every single week, again, with that cadence that I mentioned before, we have hot seats, Q&A sessions, guest speakers, product knowledge, and that is kind of on a weekly basis. We run those. Let me grab my slide deck here. All right. So can you still see my screen, Mr. Johan? You can see that
Yep.
PowerPoint. I'm not going to go into presentation mode. I'm just going to kind of steer this through. Cool. So powering on. Let's get you guys up and running with White Label Suite. Again, my goal to help you guys be up and running, making sales as quickly as possible.
Before you start, can I just people are messaging me saying, "Hey, I'm enterprise. Do I need to be here?" So can you answer that for them?
Yeah, absolutely. So no is the short answer. No is the short answer. Everything that we're going to cover today, enterprise clients, we do that for you. We set up your brand, we set up your domain, we set up your integration into GHL. No, if you're an enterprise client, nothing that we cover today is going to be groundbreaking for you. This is for predominantly those who are not enterprise, how to get set up and running. So saying that, you're more than welcome to stick around. And if you've got questions, just like Sarah, who is in our enterprise group, has asked a question there, you're more than welcome to. So this is, if you are enterprise, everything that we're about to show everybody, we do for you. But if you're not enterprise and you want to get up and running with White Label Suite, today is the day. Let's get into it. All right, cool. So we love enterprise. We love you, Amy. You're awesome. You and Ken, so good, kicking goals out there. Hey, did you know, Mr. Johan, just as a little side note segue, while we're running this training, one of our enterprise clients has, so everybody who owns White Label Suite has their own leads tool to sell, right? You guys have an asset that you can build the value of. That is absolutely amazing. The difference between enterprise and non-enterprise is just that, the setup's done. One of our enterprise clients is just about to run a group webinar, literally at the same time we're running this, with 400 attendees. So, guys, when you have your own product to sell, you can get out there and make a heck ton of sales in a group environment. So excited to see. Cool. Let's talk about our agenda. Today, we're going to talk through what you need to have so that you can get up and running quickly with White Label Suite. We're going to talk about setting up your domain, your logo, and your brand. We're going to show you where you go to connect your Stripe account to make sure you can take payments. If you don't have Stripe, if you're in a country that doesn't allow Stripe or you haven't got a Stripe account, we'll show you there are other ways that you can take payment. You just have to process it. It's a little bit more of that untangle the Christmas lights to plug it in if you don't have Stripe. We're going to show you how to create different packages for sale, talk about selling quickly. So the fastest path to taking money and getting paid and being up and running. And we're going to show you where you can find snapshots and resources. All right. If there are other things that you're struggling with your White Label Suite, please drop it into chat. And if I can't answer it here in the next 48 minutes, I will make sure we get those resources to you or answer to you or hold another training session. Cool. Yeah, so Linus, cool. Landing pages and sales pages. We'll talk that through. There is a template in our snapshots, which I'll show you as soon as we get there. It's a couple of, I'd say 18 months old. So, graphics tastes change as life goes on. But the great thing with GHL is that you can plug in a template, copy and paste sections across and make that happen quickly. So Linus, great question. We'll get to there. All right. Can I just get a show of hands or a ones and twos? Give me a one if your White Label Suite is already branded, you've got it on your domain and you're up and running. Give me a two if you're not there yet. So one, I've already done that stuff. I've got my brand, I've got my logo, I've got my packages. Give me a two if you are not there yet. I just kind of want to see what our breakdown is. So 1.5 says Johnny. All right, nice. One, all right. So we've got probably a small sample size to 1.4, Nick. All right, we're getting details. We're halfway there. I think that says one says Michael. Cool. All right, so set up and selling. Jared, amazing. Great. Awesome. Okay, so we're about a 70-30 split, I would say. All right, so for those of you who are already up and running, there's going to be a couple of pieces that I talk about when it comes to the credit model and how you can make money even if you never sell. And that's a huge, huge, huge piece that not a lot of people realize. And I'll talk about that. For those of you who are up and running, that will be the interesting piece. For those of you who aren't up and running, this first bit is going to help you. Now, the other piece is for those of you who are up and running, all of the ones, what are the roadblocks you have? What's the things that are holding you back? And if you can take 30 seconds to drop that into the chat, potentially Johan and I can answer that for you quickly. It might just be as, oh, I didn't even know that exists. Or it might be, hey, what a great idea. Let's do a training on that for you guys so everybody benefits. So if you're in the one camp, I'm already branded and up and selling, what would you need if we could wave a magic wand? What's the thing that you need to help you hit momentum and getting the sales page done? Sales page. Okay. All right. Cool. Sales page. All right. Sales page is the biggest request. Cool. Well, I'll show you the existing one. I'll show you where the templates are and help you guys get started. Right? Okay. So good. Now, these are the things that you will need to get up and running. You need a business name. Now, that doesn't mean you need an LLC. It doesn't mean like eventually your accountant and your own advisors will give you the scope, but at some point you're going to need a name, right? Now, that name could be your own name as a company, but you need a name for the product. So we created a demonstration of this product, exactly the same as we have given you guys to sell. We called ours Prospect Falcon. That's what we called our product, Prospect Falcon. And you can go to prospectfalcon.com and you can see it there. A lot of our enterprise clients have jumped on the animal bandwagon. So we've got Dragon Leads and Prospect Eagle, and there's a whole bunch of others out there. A couple of our enterprise clients, I know Amy and Ken have got botleads.ai, but so you'll need a name for the product. Okay. If you've already got a business name, you can just tack the word leads onto it. So you could be XYZ Consulting and your product could be leads.xyz Consulting, for example. So you need a business name, you need a logo, you need a website, and with that website, you need access to the DNS records. Now, this is probably the techiest piece of the entire setup. All right. The great news is there's a million people out there that'll help you. And the really, really great news is it actually is just copy and paste. All right. And we're going to do that together. Okay. So you need a website. All right. And you can get one for $10 a year. There you go, Jared with Boulder Leads. Perfect. And you need a Stripe account. Again, cross out the word Stripe if you can't get one. You can use PayPal, you can use AuthorizeNet, you can use any system. But if you're not using Stripe, you've got one extra step of integration. Okay. So, logos. If you haven't got a logo, you can create one for free on Canva. Okay. So, and I'll get to that in just a second. Now, in terms of the DNS records, we're going to cover that exactly how to get it all set up. And as we kick this off, probably the most important link I'm going to give you all day is this one. I'm going to pop it in the chat right now. whitelabelsuite.com/onboarding. Everything I'm about to cover, we cover in the onboarding. And you can walk through that at any time. All right. So again, let me just pull that up on the screen for you. whitelabelsuite.com/onboarding. This system will steer you through step by step. And as we say there, once you complete it for the first time, if you complete it 10 times, you won't get the gift every 10 times. But the first time that you go through the onboarding, we'll even give you a gift, okay, which is some extra credits into your account. But whitelabelsuite.com/onboarding takes you here, and you will be able to walk through step by step every single piece of this process. Okay, so we ask you to register when you log in, and the reason for that is if you get stuck on any step, we'll know where you're up to, and you'll get a reminder and a prompt. But this is the onboarding setup. So you can skip to pieces, generate leads, which is where most people go straight away. But then this one is what we're going to be talking about today. You can go to any one of these. So if we go to the white label setup for sales piece, it's literally skipped me through. All right. And we're going to cover everything that is in here today on this call and give you guys a chance to ask questions. But this is all available to you. Okay. So whitelabelsuite.com/onboarding. Every step is a video and a walkthrough. So you can come to this piece at any time. Okay. whitelabelsuite.com/onboarding. All right. Let's kick this off. Domain names. We're using Cloudflare to control what they call DNS records. Okay. Now, again, this is the techiest bit. So let me come here just for a second. There's two parts to a domain name. There's what they call the domain registrar, which is GoDaddy or Namecheap, where you go to actually pay for your domain. And then there's what they call DNS records. All right. Domain name server records, DNS records. And although you can do your DNS records at your registrar, so you can do DNS in Namecheap, you can do DNS in GoDaddy, we use Cloudflare for a whole bunch of different reasons. Number one, it's free. It's actually not number one, but it's a great thing to start with. So Cloudflare is free. But the main reason we use it is because it's easy. The secondary reason that we use it is because 95% of the Go High level community use Cloudflare. And that means if we ever need help, there's 90,000 people that can answer a question quickly. So domain setup. Yeah. Dia says Cloudflare is definitely way more easy. Yeah. So again, I'll spend 2 minutes on this piece, and we just want to start with how do I take my domain name? I just bought a great domain over on Namecheap. How do I set that up on Cloudflare? So that's what I'm going to start with. And you can see it on my screen as I share here. The only thing you need to do to make that happen is you need to update what's called the name servers. Okay, and again, guys, this is the yawn piece. All right, this is not Walt on his soapbox, which is entertaining. This is just yawn, DNS records and stuff like that. Right? If you own a domain, okay, GoDaddy, Namecheap, all the same, you have what's called name servers, and all you need to do to set your domain up on Cloudflare is update the name servers. That's it. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that right now. Okay, so I think I'm even logged into Namecheap over here somewhere. So we use Namecheap. A lot of people use GoDaddy. It's exactly the same process. Let me just make sure we're all here. Get logged in. Ah, let me get logged in. I'll come back to you guys.
I stopped sharing your screen.
Yeah, good. Awesome. Thanks. I was just about to do that. Alrighty. Just getting logged in. Okay. Again, this is the same process. GoDaddy is definitely bigger, but we have all our domains on Namecheap, um, so we use Namecheap. But they're the same. GoDaddy, Namecheap, Blue Domains, a billion other places. Cool. Still logging in. It's taking its time. Come on, Namecheap. Let me in.
The internet's running slow today, Walt. What can we do?
It's exhausted, bro. You got to give it a rest sometimes. All right.
It's all
So
all the AI.
it's all the AI. Yep. So here we are inside of any domain registrar. And again, all I want to show you is how do we do this name server thing? What's this name server stuff all about? All you need to do is go to manage, okay? And you need to come down to where it says name servers, all right? And instead of basic DNS, you just choose custom DNS and you copy and paste name server 1 and name server 2 straight in here. Okay. So what do I mean? Name server, where do I get that stuff? How do I do it? This is Cloudflare. Okay. So Cloudflare, if I go add a domain, all I'm going to do, I need to put my domain name here. So what's my domain in this case? Theinfluencerfinder.com. Okay. Looks like our team has been buying domains again. All right. So theinfluencerfinder.com, pop the domain in and click continue. The next thing is you get okay. Everybody's struggling today. Let's go back. All right, here we go. Add a domain. The domain that you own. Okay, you can't do this with a domain you don't own. All right. The next thing is it shows you the setup plans. All right. And for 99.9% of people, the free plan, and that's the one that we've got all of our systems on, the free plan is enough. So just choose the free plan and click on continue. And in about 2 more seconds, you're going to see where we get those name servers from. And that's all we need to do at this point. All right. So continue to activation. And here's the name servers. All right. Amazing. Copy it and paste it. 1 and 2. All right. That's it. And that's all we need to do in our registrar. Okay. So setting up your domain on Cloudflare is as easy as that. Just put your name servers in and you're done. All right. Now, again, why is this important? Because we need what we call DNS records. And that's where you need A records and CNAME records and text records and all that kind of stuff. But you manage that in Cloudflare because it's super easy. And I'm going to show you how. So we use Cloudflare. It's free. It provides a cached version of your website. It's awesome. Everybody uses it. And that's why we use it. But again, you can do this DNS stuff in Namecheap or GoDaddy. Okay, moving on. Right. So now we've pointed the domain to a DNS place. Now we can do the next bit. So we've got a domain, a logo, and a brand. Create an A record for your domain. Create an A record for your domain. That's why we need to have this set up on a DNS place. All right. So what do I mean? Create a domain record in your name. Let's go over here. This is our white label suite program. When you buy the program, you enter it here. Okay, so you are literally in the white label suite dashboard right here. Okay. And you've got a couple of different things in here. You've got your own business profile, which will be used to train the AI. Cover that in the lead search section. We won't spend much time on that today. But in here, in the white label section, we want to set up our account. We want to have our domain pointed to the right place. We want to put in our logo. This is what we're going to be covering today. So I've got a domain which we registered to do this test, which we call leadfinder.tech. Leadfinder.tech. Again, we registered a domain so we could show this off. This could be any domain. We've set our name servers to point to Cloudflare for leadfinder.tech. And now what we want to do is we want to make sure that our customers see our brand. So whatever your domain is, pop it into here. So we set up, that's the domain we own, and that's where we want our sales page, right? So in our example, Prospect Falcon has a sales page on it. But app.prospectfalcon is where people come to log in. So wherever you want people to come to log in is what you're going to put here. All right. App.leadfinder.tech, leads.boulderdigital.com, prospecting.mydomain.com, whatever you want to put in there, this is where people will come to log in. And what am I going to call my system? All right. So I'm in the white label dashboard, white label on the menu, business account, and I'm putting in the business name and where people go to log in. And now what it says is all I need to do is create an A name record pointing to that specific IP. And that's what we do in Cloudflare. Okay. So let me copy this and I'll show you exactly what we need to do. Copy back over to Cloudflare with leadfinder.tech. So let me get back to my domains and the one that we were working on. Leadfinder.tech. There it is. Okay. So here we are in Cloudflare. What do I do? How do I do this A name record thing? On the left-hand side in DNS, click there. And you can see that we've got a whole bunch of stuff that's already in there, but that comes across with the system. I just need to click on add record. So I'm creating it tells me I want an A name record. Where was I? There I am. Create an A named record. Cool. All right. So I need to create a record. It's an A name record. Okay. And I wanted app.leadfinder.tech. So I need to put in app right here. So then at app.leadfinder.tech and just paste that address in here. Okay. I know, guys, please stop me if I'm going too fast. So in business accounts, I put in where I want people to log in, and that little piece there, what we call the subdomain, is what I put in here. And I copy that IP address, and I put it in here, and click on save, and I'm done. So now, if somebody goes to app.leadfinder.tech, they come to a login page. Johnny, yes, it is being recorded. And this is all covered in the onboarding section, literally step by step so you can self-pace, yeah? I just want to show you guys how you can get set up and running quickly. So it comes to a login page. Doesn't it look purple? It looks purple, right? I had all this set up. I deleted it for the training so we could start again. But people can now log into my software under my brand on my domain. Now, it looks purple. Ugh. I want to change it. Well, that's next. That's what we're going to do right now. Okay. So what I've done so far is I've just made sure that the domain points to the right place. Cool. So now people can log in and they don't see White Label Suite. They don't see Prospect Falcon or any of our other domains. They see your domain, your system. All right. Cool. Now let's make it look better. Okay. There's a couple of things here that we want to look at. The first is the logo in the top left-hand corner. So the logo that's here is what your people will relate to. So you want to make sure that you have a nice logo that you can put up in there. All right. So as it says, 300 by 150, it shows you the size, right? And again, onto logos. If you go to canva.com for free, you can get a logo built real fast. All right. So if I go to Canva, even if I've got a free account and I just ask to design a logo, you can do this super free. And I'm not going to I'm not going to do a Canva training session right now, but I can create a brand new logo as a template, ready to go. Okay, cool. That one looks good. Great. And I can resize it. So it was 300 by 150. Okay. So I want custom size 300 by 150. I said I wasn't going to do Canva training, but here I am. All right. Copy and resize. All right. So now I'm getting a 300 by 150 logo. And of course, I don't want to just say pure design studio. I just click and call it lead finder. Okay. That looks terrible. Lead finder. All right. Tech. Done. And I've got my logo. All right. So creating a logo is super easy. You don't, of course, you guys are going to go, oh, but I want it to look differently. Of course you do. Your business, your logo. You can do it however you want to. But now what we're going to do is in our dashboard here, all we need to do is upload the logo so it goes up here. And now our system will even look the way it should. All right. So let me just grab I know I have it here somewhere. Here's one I prepared earlier. Lead finder. Let me grab it. I might actually download that one I just did. Why not?
You got 48 people in here, Mr. Welt.
No pressure. Okay. I'm just going to download the one I just created, even though it looks terrible. So download,
Benji
download.
said that's the coolest logo ever.
Yeah, thanks, Benji. I love you, man. All right. I had all this done, but in the pressure of the moment. Okay. Black and white minimalist logo about to be added to my system. There it is. Done. Thanks. All right. Now it looks like my colors are going to be gray and all that stuff. So I can just match it up here. Cool. The secondary color looks like it's going to be that kind of lighter gray. Great. All right, done. Save. All right. So when people log in to leadfinder.tech, they will see my logo in the top left-hand corner and you can change all your colors and be ready to go. Now, this piece, the HTML elements, you might want to put your own scripts, chatbots, support things, etc., right into the app itself. You can add in any HTML elements that you want to here. But this is not the end of our customization. Over here so we're still in white label business account. Over here on the right hand side, go to authorization pages and let's start changing this as well. So that background color, we didn't want the awful purple. We wanted to make sure that this was done and make our text visible. There we go. Welcome to Lead Finder Tech. Okay. And I might want to pop in my logo here. So a lot of our people put a sales video on this login page. All right. I'm just going to pop it in there. Again, guys, you're going to make it look better. I'm doing this fast. Okay. So save and done. And now let's go and have a look at my Lead Finder login page. When I refresh that, hey presto, the changes I just made are ready to go. We demand perfection. Of course we do. Of course we do, as we should. Right. So any of the changes you make here or any of the changes you make in your dashboard are automatically shown on your logins. And to give you the example, app.prospectfalcon.com, we put a video on there, I think, or a GIF app there. There we go. Let me log out. All right. So that's what our login page looks like. We've got ready to connect with the ideal customers, introducing the fastest way, a little short video. Now, this video, by the way, the white label version of this is in your vault. So you can have this too. Okay. So that's what our login page looks like. App.mop AI. This is JD's. Again, I'll log out here. Boom, there you go. So you can change it, make it look how you want to, and you do all of that from your dashboard right here. Cool. The next piece of the customization is your CRM. Now, we all call, if you own Go High Level, we all call our CRM something different, right? Jared, you might call yours Boulder CRM. In the same way as we call it our leads program, we call it something different. If you call your GHL account something different, then you're going to name it here as well. So what do you call it? I call it, I don't know, Falcon CRM. Okay. And again, if you've got a logo for Falcon CRM or your own version of high level, you're going to put it here so that, again, your clients, when they go in integrating, they've just bought the leads program off you. The last thing you want them to see is high level in the back end. No, no, no. You call it yours. So you can name that as well. And we also have Keep and Zapier. But if you don't want your people to see those, you can just turn those off. Okay. So whatever you allow your clients to see, you can set up here. Okay, we've got a few more of those coming shortly. But right now it's high level, Keep, and Zapier, and you can choose whether they see them or whether they don't. Cool, done. All right, so we've put a domain in place, set our name records, popped our logo in, and made sure that the login screen looks good. Okay, so we've done our logos and colors. The next bit is Stripe and credits. Okay, so again, back to our dashboard here, and make sure we carry on with where we were. Here we go. Oh man, too many things open. There we go. Cool. Sorry about that. All right. So credits and Stripe. We're in white label. The next thing you should do is come down to this Stripe piece right here and authorize your Stripe account. Okay. So connect your Stripe account. All you need to do is just click on connect. It's going to ask you to log in or authorize your account. I've got multiple Stripes, so I'll choose that one. Okay. And again, for all of our enterprise customers, I just saw Anne popping in. For our enterprise customers, we do this for you. This is the only piece you actually need to do with us because we can't do it for you. But what we notice is that as soon as we connect up a Stripe account, right, this pops up. And now we can set our price for credits. Okay. And you can choose your own currency and pop in the number there. So you can see here that we charge, I'm going to get into credits in just a second, guys, and how we build them and how you build them out to your clients and all that kind of stuff. Recognizing I've got 20 minutes and I've spent it all on domains and logos. We charge 12 cents wholesale rate per credit. What we want you to do is make a margin on every credit that goes through your leads tool. We want you guys to make money. So just like rebilling in Go High Level, you can set your own price here. Okay, so you might say, I'm going to charge 30 cents per credit, which means you're making 18 cents every time a credit is consumed. All right, so whatever price you want to set for your credits gives you a margin. Now, I want to charge $500 per credit. Well, cool. I think you're going to struggle though, because out there in the marketplace, there are other lead tools that probably aren't at that expensive price point. So your own decision. Of what you want to have your credits at. And we'll talk about the different credit models in just a minute and might influence your decisions there. So come into white label, come to Stripe, connect and set your credit price. And we're on to the next step. Cool. Next step, create packages for sale. Great. I've connected my Stripe. Now I want to sell this thing. Cool. How much are you going to sell it for? That's what we set up in packages. So I've connected my Stripe. Now I'm going to come to packages and I can start to create my own packages here. Dia, you can definitely use your own payment methods. You just have to create the packages with a webhook, and I'll show you that right now at this step. If you're not using Stripe, you just have to create the packages with a webhook. Oh, to do your credits though, you'll need Stripe. You'll need Stripe for ongoing credits. Okay, right. So you can also get people to buy credits off you and put them in manually. But if you want that kind of auto top up, people using credits, then yes, you need Stripe in here. All right, so let's create a package for sale. I'm in packages. I come across to the right-hand side and I create my package. What are we going to call this? In honor of Jared being in the call, I'm going to say we're going to call this the Boulder Lead package. All right. And this is 500 credits a month plus an awesome CRM system. So I'm bundling it in with my GHL. All right, great. So they get 500 credits, and that's monthly. So every month they'll get 500. And I'm going to bundle in CRM, so I want to price it accordingly. So whatever you price, whatever you include, up to you. But I've created a package. I'm saying what it is and how many credits per month or per year or one time. Okay, so somebody could buy a free trial from you, and you might charge $7 and give them 100 credits once. That's what you'd use here. Or you might have a 500 lead package, but you want an annual license. So you want this to be 500 times 12, 6,000 yearly. Okay, so how many credits and how often do I give those credits to my customer? Now, over on the right-hand side here, a couple of options that make your packages have different value. Okay. The first is, what if you wanted to create like a corporate level package where you could have a multi-user account? So my base package of 197 a month is only a one user package, but you can go to the 297 and we'll give you 5 extra logins so they can share it amongst their team. Okay. So you can set how many users each package includes. So when somebody buys that package off you, they're able to create their team, which is good for credit consumption. Okay. Next, a choice. And this is one that we juggled left and right before we came up with our answer. Do we want to roll over unused credits or not? Now, what that means is if I give this person 500 credits a month and they only use 100 this month, should they still have the 400 next month? And we give them another, so they'd actually have 900 next month? Well, if you want that to be the case, you want to tick roll over. Okay? If you want them to be forced to use the credits every month, you'll turn that off. So at the end of the month, it drops back down to 0, pumps back up to 500. Okay? Now, again, personal choice, which way you want to go with that. We went back and forth. We internally decided for you guys, for our white label suite clients, we want your credits to roll over, okay? Because we want you to succeed. We want you to get out there. But there's a lot of our people that say, no, I want people to use their credits. I want them to, have a sense of loss, get in there and get it used. So there's pluses and minuses each way. Again, purely personal choice. We kind of feel like rolling over the credits also reduces churn because maybe even if people aren't using it this month, but they see hey, I don't want to cancel because I've got a whole bank there to use. We thought that would be a good churn reduction. So that's what we do. All right. So how many packages, passwords we'll come back to. Now, this piece, I can now also create a package in Stripe. If I'm selling this via GHL, I don't need to do this. But if I want to create a package in Stripe, I can do it right here. So I'm going to say for my 500 credits plus CRM, this is a $797 package. Okay, $797. I can also add a setup fee, which is a one-time price. So this will be our setup fee, okay, of $997. Setup and configuration of leads and CRM. Right. So I've created a price. Now, guys, I'm not giving any advice as to, how you price it, how you structure all that kind of, I'm just showing you how to do it, right? So choose a price, choose your credits. Do you want a setup fee? Do you want to create a package in Stripe? Done. All right. I'm just going to say randomly generate a password. So that'll send it out using the system that we have. All right. Cool. So now my Boulder lead package is live and 500 credits per month and an awesome CRM. We're good to go, but we need to do one more step. And that is click on this little blue button that takes us across to our sales page settings. And this is the fastest way to sell something, get paid, and have a subscriber live in your system. Okay? I'll do this on a timer in a few seconds. But if you've just bought White Label Suite, you can get in here and be live with a package in 30 seconds and send that to somebody on Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp. And when they buy, they pay you. Okay? So all you need to do, you've got everything here. If you want to add anything, you can, this is awesome. All right. Any text here, even videos and images, I can drop in my super professional logo right there. So it shows up on my system. All right. Now, done. I've now got a way of people paying me money. There's a couple of settings here. After they buy, do you want to take them to a thank you page? I highly suggest you should. Thank you for your purchase. Your logins will be sent to you. So yeah, great. We'll send them to, my thank you page. I think I've got one there. Yeah, thanks. Do I collect tax? Right? That's a really important question about from a transaction. Do I want their billing address? Do I need their phone number? Do I want to add any custom fields? I can do that too. Okay. But I'll turn these off for now, just to be fast. All right. And we should now have a package. Yep, we do. So once I've done that, I've just clicked in and I've got a sales page link. If I copy that to my clipboard, I can send that to someone on WhatsApp right now and they can come and they can pay me my $7.97 plus my $9.97 setup fee and it's all ready to go. So the fastest way to be up and running and taking sales, start your stopwatch. If I just bought White Label Suite, if I've connected my Stripe account, I can come create a package, leads tool, 100 credits a month, random password, create it. It's 97 bucks. Done. Create. Awesome. Okay. Package created. Get my link. I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to click on save. That gives me my little golden link. All right. Don't even have to put anything in there because I've got the guy on the phone and he wants to give me money now. 30 seconds later, I've literally got a way of somebody buying this thing from me and they can pay me with a credit card now. Literally 30 seconds, you can have a payment method. And when that person buys, they'll get their license and logins and everything will go through. Okay. So packages, you can create your own. Now, that leads us to the next step, which is subscribers. So now I've got a package for sale. The next piece of that is in your white label piece, you'll see your subscriptions here. So anybody that's bought this from you, you'll see turn up here. And this is also where you can give yourself a login. Okay. So you want to be able to demo this on a live call. So you want to create an account for yourself so you can log in and demo your branded tool, not the white label tool. So create a package and then you can create a license with that package right here. So me, I'm Walt, my name, my email, create a password if I want to, and put myself on a plan. Okay. Give myself an expiry date. All right. And send my welcome email. All right. Done. So I can create myself a package which will allow me to log in. Now that's also, Benji, 38 seconds. Thanks, man. That's also how you can give away an account to your business partner, your friend, your brother, your neighbor, your cousin, right? Create a package first. And then in the subscriptions button, you can then just add an account and create one manually. Okay. So, that favorite customer that you've had and you just want them to give you a great testimonial, come in here, give them a free account just like this. They'll get their logins and they're good to go. Okay. Moving on. So packages created. We've done domains, we've done logos, we've done packages for sale, we've connected up our Stripe. The quick sales system is what I just showed you. You can have a checkout page with a video on it and your logo and all that kind of stuff in a few minutes just by creating the package, clicking on that blue button that comes up, which is there, blue button, the blue button that has the dollar sign next to it, clicking on that, designing this page and clicking on save will give you the gold button, which is there, and you can have that as your sales page quickly. Okay. So done. Next. If you guys, if I'm talking too fast, you might just need to listen faster. All right. So next, I'm just going to go through the credit model for a second. And this is really important. This is a question that we get all the time. So I just want to explain to you how the credits work. There's two different methods of collecting money and using your credits within the system. The first is what we call the packages method, and the second is what we call the Tollbooth method. Okay, so the packages method, let's start there. The packages method for you guys, you have X amount of credits included in your monthly subscription. You might have bought the 1,000 credit package with White Label Suite or the 5,000, or you might be the enterprise, you've got 5,000 a month. All right. So the packages method, you start with a pool of, let's say, 1,000 credits every month. That's your subscription with us. Okay. So what happens then is you create a package of 500 credits and you sell it. So that takes that 500 credits from your pool. Okay. But then what happens now? Well, I want to sell more. I want to sell, I don't want to just sell one. I'm going to run out of credits. So I've sold 3 packages of 500 credits, and that's taking from my pool. But hang on a second, 500, 1,000, 1,500. My pool's empty. In fact, it's negative. All right. This now has a top up for you of additional credits that are going to be charged at that 12-cent level. Okay. So every time you make a sale, it takes from your pool. But when your pool's empty, it tops it back up with your 12 cents per credit. Okay. So then you can turn on what we call auto top up, which looks like this. And I just want to show you what the auto top up is, and I highly suggest you set this up in your white label system. Drop into your credit wallet, pop a card on file. Yeah, I'm going to get to that in just a second. Somebody asked me a question privately. I'm going to pop a card on file and go like this. When I get down to 100 credits, top me back up to 500 credits or 1,000 or whatever it might be. Okay, so then your auto top up kicks in. Now, for Kyle, who asked that question, but aren't my credits only consumed when they're used? Yes. And this is a really important piece. So just because I sell a credit pack of 500, it doesn't automatically take from my pool. It only takes from my pool when they pump out of it. When they use those credits, that's when it takes it from me. Right? So technically, I could sell 20, 30, 50, 100 packages and not have to auto top up at all. But that's, you're kind of hoping that they don't use them in that case. Well, they're going to use them. But you can sell 100 packages tomorrow and you'll only have additional costs when they use them. But guess what? They've paid you. So they pay you, you pay us in the background. Okay. And you've got the wholesale rate. So you're charging 30 cents a credit, 25 cents a credit. Your pool only goes down when they are consumed. Great question. Tyler, you had a question there as well. Let's see if I can get Tyler. Tyler.
Hey, well,
Hey, bud.
thank you. I'm maybe a little out of turn. You may be covering this in a minute, but I have to jump off for another call. I want to see if I could squeeze it in.
Sure.
And that is my goal for this quarter is to build a funnel that auto sells itself without having to get on discovery calls.
Perfect.
So how, like, do you have a rough estimate, like in your guys' business on the front end when you sell this, like how many people just come to the sales page and pick a plan versus those that book a call first? And how
Yeah,
likely
impossible
they
to answer, but we run Prospect Falcon specifically with no sales calls. So it's impossible to answer because we don't know who's landing on the page, where they've come from, are they a YouTube, are they warmed up, are they affiliate traffic, all that kind of stuff. Impossible to answer. But we run Prospect Falcon with 0 sales calls because at a $97 a month prep, we're not jumping on a call. It's just not worth the money. $1,000 a month, sure. Sign me up. See you Tuesday, 5 o'clock. But $97 a month, it's just an auto selling thing for us. So the thing that made us famous, Tyler, is we created a funnel called the 20 free leads funnel. We literally teach people, and that funnel is in the training center. We teach people to go and offer 20 free leads to give this a try. They jump in and then they can put their card on file or they can upgrade. All right. And your question there, if you've got what we've taught over the last 6 months, is put AI in the background of your sales funnel, and that eliminates the need even further for sales calls, because then you can have a live chat widget on the front of the site, AI answering all your questions. You can have even AI voice on using GHL's voice agent or SynthFlow or any of the other voice agents. That all of that tech helps eliminate the need for sales calls. And the other thing that we also include in the in the members area for all of our people is a auto presentation funnel. So it's got a short 2-minute video on the front, opt in for more information. It's got like an 11-minute walkthrough of the Leads tool, all white labeled, no branding. So you can send people, rather than do Zoom calls, we give you a presentation funnel so that you can get them to opt in, go and watch a presentation. And, it's a good 11, 12-minute walkthrough of how the system works. And that's really super helpful, again, to run automated sales. So that snapshot is in your members area.
Sweet. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
No worries. And on this recording, if you do have to jump off, on this recording, we're going to show you that snapshot towards the end as well. So yeah, great question, man. Cool. Let me jump back in here. You guys can still see my screen. I'll keep going from where I'm up to. So we talked about the packages method. Your credits only go down when they use them, okay? And all is well. So on the packages method, you get paid up front, yay. When your clients consume their credit, it depletes your pool, and your credits will top up as needed. Good? All right. Method number 1 of taking money. Method number 2 is what we call the Tollbooth method. And again, let's start. You've got 1,000 credits a month. You sell your packages at 500, they deplete, and now instead of taking from your pool of 1,000, they get automatically topped up from our bigger pool. And how does that work? How that works is you set your credit price. Remember, a few moments ago, we said we sell you credits for 12 cents, but you can put your own margin on it. So if you put 25 cents or 30 cents, if your clients have put their credit card on file and they do an auto top up, it bypasses your pool and comes straight from the source, but you make a margin on every credit. So that means you get paid up front, hooray. When your clients consume their credits over their allowance, you make a markup on every credit they top up with, and your credits don't get touched. Yay. Now, guys, I just want to show you real quick. Again, I'm real out of time here, but I'll keep going. I just want to talk to you about this real quick. Recently, we started talking about a client of ours that's doing this at an incredible level. She's actually giving away free accounts. Now, if you've got the unlimited license with us, you can do this too. Okay. Now, how does it work? She's an influencer. She stands on stage. She's on YouTube's, getting 1 million views and whatever. So she will stand on stage and just put up a QR code at the end of her talk and say, if you'd like a free account of my software, go and get it. But what she does is she gives away free accounts with 0 credits. Okay. She gives away free accounts with 0 credits, and she just shows them that the wallet on file method means they don't pay a subscription for the software. They only pay for what they use, which is a really nice model. Yeah. So I was talking with one of our enterprise partners yesterday, and they are going to go the Netflix model, which is charge a really low subscription, like $9.95 for the software, and then get the auto top up. So super quick, I will do this in record time. To make that model work, what you're going to do is create a package. Okay. So we're back in packages again. We create a package called My Free Giveaway. My Free Giveaway. All right. Yay. Do better than that. I'm just doing that for fun. You get 0 credits. Okay. And I don't need to create a package in Stripe, but that's all good. Create. Done. My Free Giveaway. Get my link. And I promised to talk about this before. This can now work with a webhook. So you've got a webhook system here. So you can get an opt-in form on GHL. When they opt in, send the webhook across, use the verification key. And again, we show you all of this in the training, guys. So you can set this up. But you can create a free giveaway with a webhook into the system. So they opt in via a form, webhook into here. And now all of these people getting free accounts. And when they get in, they put their card on file and you're making a margin on every credit. So now you have 1,000 people come in and spend 100 credits each. It's 100,000 credits. And if you're making 13 cents per credit, you just made $1,300 by giving away free software, right? Or is it 13,000? Can't do my maths. But anyway, it's pretty good money for giving away free software, and you get to build your database and your list, and you're giving something of value, and you're making money on the way through as well. So using that model, you can create your own system. Again, our enterprise client yesterday taking the Netflix option, $9.95 subscription, thinking nobody will ever cancel it, adding it on. I like a blend of both. You know, I want to sell. I want that subscription revenue. I want that MRR. So $100 a month, $200 a month builds beautifully over time. But then you want to throw in a few just credit-based promos and stuff. Cool, can do. Right, snapshots and resources. Your next steps and sales boosters still to go. So snapshots and resources. Let me just do this real fast. Again, sorry for running over time, guys. Hopefully it's been useful for you. Okay, so snapshots and resources. Let's come across to our members area. Again, community.whitelabelsuite.com. Community.whitelabelsuite.com. You can come up to either the community section or the courses. Both will take you to the same place in this example. So I'm just going to go straight to courses. And in here, you will find a course called Setup, Sales, and Service. And in here are some snapshots. And for those who said the biggest struggle I have is a sales page, thanks, Nick, appreciate you. A lot of people, the biggest struggle we have is a sales page. Okay. Kyle, I asked you a question. If Kyle from our team is on the call, Kyle, are you here? I'm not going to ask you to. Craig, yes, it is recorded as an enterprise customer. Most of this stuff is done for you, man. But yes, it's definitely recorded. I'm not going to ask Kyle anything tricky here. But Kyle, I asked Kyle in our team a question specifically about the sales page yesterday. Kyle, did you see that message in my private message to you about a sales page? We'll get back to it anyway. Hey, I own the company, so I can do what I like. So I'll make a call. We've got a great new sales page, which is kind of Prospect Falcon modeled. So if you like the sales page on Prospect Falcon, we will put that into the members area within the next few days, and you guys can get it and use it as a snapshot. So there is a snapshot already. So that's me making a mess, Carl. Sorry, brother. Yep. So we'll give you the landing page so you guys can get up and selling. But there is a snapshot already. Right. So all of this stuff that we talk about in onboarding, it's all here. And we get to the marketing material and sales material. It's all here as well. What else we got? Snapshots. Here we go. Snapshots. Cool. So we've got a couple of different snapshots that have already got sales pages in them. Okay. Things like the generate sales presentation snapshot and the sales maximizer snapshot are in the system, and they've got landing pages. Now, this one was designed, as I said, about 18 months ago. So the graphics are a little bit, but we'll give you the new one. But let me just show you what's there. So maximizer. So we give this to you. You've got landing pages, all right? Sales boosters. Where am I? Marketing. No, science. Sorry. Funnels, splash page, sales page. There we go. Okay. So we give you one. Now, I don't love the graphics on this anymore. I did when we first had it built, but right. So now you can just come in here. It's got a white label video on it. It's got some bits and pieces. You just need to put your own price in. Okay. Launch plan price. Put it here. Okay. Put your buy link here, the one that we just showed you before from that gold button. And you've got a sales page. Okay. It's got the white label video on it. I mean, again, we did this 18 months ago. I don't know. It was probably late at night with too much rum, but yeah. So JP as an enterprise partner, any of our enterprise partners, guys, we are not building your snapshot. Like, you don't need to do your snapshots. We do that for you. Enterprise partners, you've got it. You don't need it. It's only if you're not enterprise that you need a sales page. Okay. But we do include a couple of them for you. So that's sales maximizer snapshot is that one, which has got some in it. Let me grab, what else have we got? The sales presentation snapshot has also got materials and sales pages and landing pages and all kinds of stuff there. Okay. But I also want to show you guys something. Okay. So this is for those of you who've got GHL but don't have a sales page. Let me show you this. For those of you who don't know. All right. So I'm just going to go over to a little demo company. All right. And hey, I just bought White Label Suite, and hey, I need a sales page. All right. So I'm just going to go create a new funnel from a template and go. And I want, get me down to the kind of the techie ones. So let's go with, okay. Business coaching, automotive, creative, health and wellness. I don't know. Marketing agency. That'll do. All right, great. I like this one. Cool. Show me it. Here it is. Awesome. Hey, it even talks about lead gen. Hey, cool. Great. Love it. Use it. Adds the template to your thing. And the great thing about GHL is you can create unlimited funnels. It's you, how do I say this in the most polite way ever? You own a freaking rocket ship. Putting fuel in the engine is just part of the cost of doing business, right? So if the thing that's holding you back is building a sales page, if you drop into there's a GHL group called GHL Funnels and Jobs on Facebook. GHL Funnels and Jobs. There are 20,000 VAs in that group, all of whom want to build your funnels and build your sales pages, right? All of them. If the thing that you are struggling with the most is getting a sales page up, spend $50, $100 and get someone to do it for you because you can be live tomorrow. All right. Like I showed you with that gold payment link, you can actually have a sale, like take money from within the dashboard itself. You don't need a landing page, but we do give you a couple. We give you the videos, and all of that's there. So just I guess what I'm trying to say is don't let that hold you back. If you need to jump in. So who asked? Nick just asked, where are they? All over the world, man. In that 20,000 group, they're everywhere. So the other thing is I want to show you guys, coming back to my community and where my snapshots are. CRM, white label suite. Here we go. Okay, cool. So come back here. The other thing that's in here is all your sales materials, like the videos that we're talking about. How to create packages, how to white label the software, automate license creation. Great. Here we go. White label demo video, social media posts, email swipes are all here as well. Oh, the group is called GHL Funnels and Jobs, I think, Nick. But I think if you just search Facebook, you'll find tons of GHL VA groups. But yeah, that one's got 20,000 people, which is scary because if you post something in there, you're going to get flooded. But maybe scroll through, pick someone that's spoken well of and do it from there. But again, guys, I just wanted to show you, again, in this same members area, there's a demo video. There's social media posts you can use. There's email swipes you can use. There's a couple of cold email campaigns just for different industries. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Snapshots. There's a sales kit. The sales kit has actually got real live recordings of sales calls from our team. It's got SOPs for doing sales. There's some bonuses on making sales. And one of the best trainings we've ever done was YouTube a couple of weeks ago. How to demonstrate the software, right? So where is our, I'll just grab that video. I'll drop the link in for you. This is how to sell it. Okay. Booking assistant, autopilot search. This is our YouTube channel, by the way. Just search for White Label Suite. Proven demo strategies. That's the one. That one there, right there. Give me that link. How come I can't get it? Man, internet's killing me. Mark, you're right. You can do whatever you want with it. This is not letting me click. Okay, but it's there. It's called Proven Demo Strategies for Selling Your White Label Suite Program. We did a full workshop on how to do a sales demo. We've got white label demos in there. We've got white label videos in there. Mark, the only thing that you can't do is trash talk us, basically. That's in the terms and conditions. No negative marketing. What I mean by negative marketing, you would see like affiliates do all the time. Thank you, Dwayne. Is that the right link that Dwayne just popped in there? Just double checking. Yep, that's the one. Thank you, Dwayne. Appreciate you. Dwayne just dropped that in, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. That is our sales training. Right, cool. Let me carry on. So negative marketing, just don't say, I don't know, white label suite's a scam, and then use that as a clickbaity thing to drive people. That's the only thing you can't do. You can't do negative marketing. Right. Let's jump across, finishing off again, hopefully this has been valuable. Guys, if I haven't answered your question, please ask us, support.whitelabelsuite.com. Okay. Please ask us. Don't feel like I don't know the answer to this and therefore I can't do it. No, just jump across, ask our team, whitelabelsuite.com /support or support.whitelabelsuite.com. Right. Your next steps. Okay. So we talked about setting up a domain, setting up your logo, setting up your packages, creating Stripe, understanding the credits, and getting your sales pages up quickly. We also talked about the fact that whitelabelsuite.com /onboarding is probably the most important link that I've shared on this training. All right, and I'm going to pop it again into the chat box there. whitelabelsuite.com /onboarding goes through every element of the setup. And it's self-paced learning, so you can go in and pick and choose what you want to learn. For our enterprise customers, please don't get confused. If you own an enterprise license, we do all of this for you. Okay, cool. Your next steps. Log in to app.whitelabelsuite.com. Add your domain and brand. Set up your packages for sale, and then share your links and the demos, right? So the link that you get created, share it. And Kyle's just put one of the snapshots that I asked about in the chat as well. Let's make sure that that's in the community as well, Mr. Kyle, if we can. We have a full snapshot for onboarding your customers. So when they buy, they can come straight into that step-by-step onboarding system for your own leads tool, all unbranded, white labeled. So you don't even have to train your customers. Like the onboarding stuff is built. Can we make sure that that's updated in the community, please, Mr. Carl? So that snapshot is in the chat right now. And if you're watching this on a replay, it'll be in the members area shortly as well. That gives you a full onboarding, white labeled onboarding for your clients. All right. Your next steps. And what I've got there is sales boosters. Guys, things that you can do to make sales straight away. The 20 free leads snapshot made us famous. It really did. More people made sales of GHL and the leads tool by using the 20 free leads snapshot than anything else I've ever seen. All right. One of our clients, one of our White Label Suite members, Brad Elias, amazing guy. He's a window cleaner. He took the idea of the 20 free lead snapshot and ran with it. And all he did was he grabbed the link. He said, hey, I've just invested in this software company. If you'd like to see how it works, I'll give you 20 free leads to try it out. And he did $1,500 in recurring revenue in his first month, in his first 30 days. Right now, again, guys, I can't make any claims about your own results. I can only tell you that that's what Brad did. And he did it by sharing a link to the 20 free lead system in business groups that he was a member of on Facebook, right? So 20 free leads is a great hook to get people to come and check out your system. So then you create a package with 20 leads one time, give them a copy of the software, get them into the onboarding, done. Exactly like we just showed you, right? Remember we showed you how to create a package with leads one time, 20 free leads, give them a copy, get them into the system, onboarded, showed how to use the program, and away we go. That's a great sales tool. Guys, this is probably one that most people overlook. The next 5 people that will buy this from you are probably in your phone. All right? You know who they are. They're people that you've spoken to. And if you get into the system and create that package, you can send them a link with a Stripe checkout without a landing page. They know you, they like you, they trust you. All right? You can send them a white label video and the sales link, and potentially, again, I can't make any claims about your own contacts or list, but potentially the people that buy this off you, you already know who they are. So don't overlook your warm market. All right? Next, the sales booster. That link to the YouTube training that Dwayne just put up there. Grab it, bookmark it. Watch how we demo. There's some really great tips in there about demoing the software. Sales booster number 4 is autopilot mode. If you haven't engaged autopilot mode in your own tool yet, you highly should, because lead generation is one of those things that we all kind of do when we think about it. But autopilot mode means that you can go into the tool, create your ideal client profile, run a search and make it an autopilot search. And that way, if you hook it up with, a messaging system, you can have leads coming into your funnel every single day without thinking about it. Okay. Autopilot mode inside of your software is a huge, huge deal. And for your clients, when you're selling this, it's also an amazing churn reducer because it runs automatically for people. They don't have to log into the software and use it. It just runs. So sales boosters, autopilot mode, really good one. And free giveaways. As we said, like the way Jen's doing it is just incredible. And she's banking every single month from people using the credits. So hopefully that's helpful. That is me, and I'm over time. Keep engaged. As we say, we're here to help you guys get out there, make sales, generate income using this system. Again, we're here for you. So some of the things we covered is this training session happens every week at this time. Your community.whitelabelsuite.com has a treasure trove of snapshots, trainings, SOPs, interviews, case studies, marketing materials. It's there in the community.whitelabelsuite.com. Snapshots to help you sell, whitelabelsuite.com/onboarding, step by step, and the fast sales system. Get in, create a package, get a link. So click the blue cog with a dollar sign and just click save, and you'll get a gold cog, and that gold cog is a sales link, and everybody can just share that and jump in. Alan, you want to know about autopilot mode? Jump into the software and go to the onboarding, and it's there in the program. It's also on our YouTube channel, Autopilot Training. Get in and engage you guys. Turn it on. All right. So thank you so much, you guys. Again, my goal is to help you get up and selling quickly. Get up and get selling. All right. Jeffrey, what's coming? We're constantly looking at the program. We've got some great initiatives coming into the tool real soon. More AI, integrated onboarding, all kinds of good stuff coming in there. Lots coming. All right. Get up and get running. I think probably I read something this morning which really resonated with me. Most of the time, the thing that holds us back is the courage to take the step forward. So you can see that we've got all of the tools there, and the only thing that will make a difference is how often you share your link. All right. Keith, can you quickly explain Autopilot webhook? Yeah, I'm over time, but yes, very quickly. So Autopilot has two modes. All right. So I'll do this here. Yep. Autopilot has two modes. So to turn on Autopilot, you're in your leads tool, either your branded version or your white label version. Same thing, same credits, same searches. All right. Just in your own branded version, these bits won't show up. The white label piece doesn't show. That only shows in your white label dashboard. Right. So in lead search, in Autopilot, you have two modes of Autopilot. Right. So mode number one is reasonably easy to understand. I do a search. Okay. And let's call it my real estate agent search. I want it to run every day. All right. And I want 20 new leads a day of realtors. Okay. In, I don't know, New York. Okay. So every day, 20 leads of New York, and I want to add it to a specific list. Okay. So run this search every day for realtors. Next, it says, okay, you asked for New York. Here are the boroughs, the suburbs, the locations within New York. Any of these you want to turn off? Yeah, that's a little bit too far of a drive. Don't like that one, and I don't really want that one. Okay, cool. So I've turned off my search areas. Anything that's left there will go through in detail in grid map mode and find that search. And Kyle, thank you, has just dropped an article about Autopilot link there as well. Cool. So now I can set up filters. So don't forget, this won't reduce the amount of credits you use. This just will reduce the amount of leads that go into your CRM. So I only want companies that are more than 10 employees, all right, to go across. So I can set my filters. I could say remove anybody that is admin at, all right, or info at. So take those emails out. So I set my filters, and then I can say, do I want additional employee enrichment or not? And then I can run my AI. So run my summary, run my subject line, run my intro paragraph, go, and then send it to my CRM. All right. So This is mode one, autopilot mode one, reasonably easy to explain. Set it up to run, filters and AI, send it to my CRM, good to go. Now, what we talk about in that article as well is it's no good just sending them to the CRM unless something happens when they get there. So what we suggest is that you also create a tag on your autopilot search lists. So here's the list that all my autopilot leads are going to go into. Click on your dots and add a tag. Call the tag autopilot, for example. And then over in your CRM, when any leads come in with that tag, do something. Add them to an outreach campaign or, that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, guys, make sure you're doing all your marketing compliantly and all that kind of gear, all right? So tagging into your system, outreach, all on autopilot mode one. Very quickly, autopilot mode two is inbound. What do I mean? Autopilot mode two is inbound. I'm going to delete that one so it doesn't fill my CRM with stuff that I hadn't thought through. Right. Inbound. Let's go. Create a new company search. And this time it's based on a webhook. All right. So I'm going to call this lead enrichment. Lead enrich. Cool. Pick a list again. Make sure it's going onto a list. Go. Now, the next thing is it gives you a webhook. What is this for? Why is this here? Let me explain. If you set up lead enrichment, you can do all of the cool stuff that your leads tool does from any lead coming from any source. And I just want to talk about the value of that for a second. So imagine that you do this for a client. Mr. Client, I noticed that you've already got a really successful physiotherapy office. And people are coming and they're downloading or they're making appointments with you or whatever. What if every time they did that, we could run it through an enrichment system, let AI do research on them and understand who my customers really are, what their struggles are, what their pain points are. Wouldn't that be great for your marketing to move forward? So I can create, let's say, for example, in GHL, if I'm in GHL here, I could create a form, an opt-in, okay, where somebody enters their details and I can just send it on a webhook across to my system, do all the enrichment and send it back. Okay, so in GHL, you will say, let me come across to my demo company so I'm not messing anything up. Demo. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to create an automation that sends my data across to be enriched. So create a workflow that says, let me do this. So when anybody fills out this form, okay, and now this could be a Facebook lead ad or an inquiry from Google or anything it is, but when anybody fills out this particular form, whatever, that one will do, okay, then what I want you to do is webhook over to my CRM. Now, all of the details are here. So make sure I've got my right page, too many tabs. All right, send it to this webhook. I just need to click on copy. All right, and paste. And now I need to send the data. So let's have a look at the data. I've got website, name, country, city, state, postcode, street, first name, last name, email, phone number. All of that, the only thing that's required to make this work is your website. Everything else is optional, okay? So we want to send this data. We want the data website, okay? So data, add, website, and my value comes from my CRM, contact, where are we? Website, all right? What else can we bring over? First name, last name, country, city, state, okay? Now you have to copy it exactly, last name, last underscore name, okay? So just pop it in there, last underscore name. Again, the value comes from our CRM, contact for last name, there it is. Okay, so I can send across all of this data and the tool will enrich, will get you your social profiles and do your AI research for you and all that stuff, populate back into your CRM, massive, massive, massive value, huge value, okay? Now there's one last piece of this and it's the authorization key. So when we created this, we've got authorization token, Okay. And I just need to, again, copy that authorization token. All right. So it's in the headers. Add authorization underscore token, has to be capitals on the A and the T, and copy my little one there into there, and I'm gold. Now, enrichment happening. Okay. Anytime that that form is submitted, it'll send that webhook, it'll populate all of that data and send it back. Now, guys, let me just stop here for a second. I talked to a webinar group about this 2 days ago. The value of this, I cannot understate it. You might go to a client and selling them a leads tool might be something they just not even interested in. Yeah, you know what? We've already got our amazing Facebook ads company running, no interest in doing this whatsoever. But if you can show them that their existing leads can be enriched with AI, here's what happens next. Let me plug this in for you for 3 months, Mr. Customer. And every lead that ever comes through is going to get enriched. Social media profiles, AI research. We're going to know who that customer is. AI is going to look at their ideal profiles, their history, when they were created, markets they're in. And in 3 months, you're going to have 1,000 people in your database that are actual customers where all of that data has happened. And then I'm just going to export it into a CSV. I'm going to take all of that customer data and I'm going to dump it into ChatGPT. And I'm going to say, this is my customer profile. Please analyze it, find the common threads between all my customers, and tell me my next 5 moves. What social media content should I be creating? What advertising campaigns should I be running? What markets should I be going after based on the fact that these are my live customers right now? Now, Facebook has got custom audiences, which is brilliant. But if you've got AI and now analyzing your existing customers and profiling them so that you can go, look what you can do next, the value cannot be understated, right? And now you can do that in your leads tool under your brand. You can sell that enrichment as a service to your clients. Heck, you can give them a free account and just pay for usage, right? And cop the margins on those credits, right? So hopefully that answers the question, Keith. Promise it'll be quick. It's never quick. I'm now very much over time. But guys, hopefully that's helpful. Again, just because we're out of time here, it doesn't mean that the support, the questions, and the Q&A stuff has to end. Please hit up the team. Anything that you'd like to need to know. Alan, I'm just going to refer back to the support article document that Kyle posted into the system there, talking about autopilot search. It's all in there. Jump on that. Guys, thank you again. Remember, we're here every week. Support's there. We usually have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround time. Go and get your snapshots. Get your sales pages, use the fast start links to get up and selling. We'll have the updated Prospect Falcon sales page model in there shortly. Hope you guys are good. Let's go and make some sales. You own something really amazing. Let's get out there and share it with as many people as you can. Today's been useful to get you started, hopefully over a hump. Let's go. Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Cheers.